Well, good morning, you midnight owls. You early morning vampires. Waver John say it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. It's August 22nd, 2020, Saturday. How am I doing? You normally hear me griping and grumbling about things left and right. And I'm hearing people griping and grumbling about politics the closer it gets to November. People are really trying to get polarized, trying to get people to vote their way, and are trying to express their own opinions on how things are supposed to be according to their logic. Sometimes it just doesn't work that way, does it? Barking off a clutter here. I noticed that a lot of people, when they're doing the recordings, that they have an organized workspace because their lives are somewhat organized, but they can do things with them. I don't. I haven't been that organized when I was growing up as a kid. So for me, having an organization going on, it's weird. Talking weird. Guy deals with science fiction all his life and how this is weird. I'll figure. But it's organization, and it's things I have to keep watching out for. Not to mention tripping over cords if I'm not careful. It's all I need. Yes, I talked a little bit about politics, and then I started going off at the mouth concerning about this thing or that thing. Well, usually happens when I'm doing the talking about topics that's really drives people crazy, because I usually don't make up that sanity there. You expect a guy like me to be more organized when he's trying to get a topic going, especially this early in the morning. But then again, these are very unusual times we're dealing with now, isn't it? Very. One second. Sorry about that. Glass repair. Especially the Bridget. Especially the bows. Things go around your ear with all the bows. Never know why they call them bows. But they call them that one. With the heat and humidity kicking in like crazy, this doesn't stick or stay on the side I want all the damn time. And you're going to be asking me, how come he doesn't get any new glasses? Well, I keep asking myself the same damn question. And I never seem to have a good answer for that one, because either it costs me damn much money, money for the damn thing, I don't have insurance for this thing, or I don't have opportunity to get down to a damn store or an optometrist to get my eyes tested. That's been a long while. If I give me a new pair of glasses, it usually takes me about a week. During that time, I got to still do the repair jobs of duct tape all over the damn thing. And excuse after excuse after excuse. What else is new? Change the channel. But this is the story of my life right now, isn't it? Deal, cope, manage with what you got at this point. And what I keep noticing these days is a lot of things happening that people are trying to manage in their own uncontrolled environment. They want things managed. They like things managed. Things are so chaotic they can't deal with it. I've been dealing with a chaotic environment all my life, and my family's been trying to keep me organized. Growing up as a young kid, I was always yelled at for having a messy bedroom. Brother's always getting yelled at because I've got the messy bedroom, and he's got to help out because he's the big brother. Why? Because that's the way it was. I never could live in an organized environment. I just couldn't find anything. But even if it was organized, I still couldn't find anything. I had to work in organizations. I had to work at being organized at different jobs left and right. And being functional at jobs left and right. And sometimes they noticed I was also dysfunctional. But I functioned, and I managed to get the jobs done. I just didn't look like I had a nice, organized, tidy area. But I functioned. That's all I did. In an environment such as we have these days, there's no such thing in my book as being normal or actually being too neat and clean and organized, because things are so damn messy these days. You just have to deal with COVID. That's what I've been dealing with, dealing with COVID. Hasn't been fun. Just I still have to deal with it as is. I have to deal with life as is. Politics the same damn way. COVID-19's the other way. Depressions, college, everything else going in my life. I had tried to talk on several versions that I kept deleting because I couldn't get myself together. When you're in a deep depression situation over there, your thoughts are really screwed up at that point. You can't communicate effectively. And you don't feel comfortable in relaying information to people. This was one of those kind of situations. Close to it anyway. Where you wake up and you just have to get things off your chest. I don't make apologies for my lifestyle. I don't make apologies for my mental status. I don't make apologies for me in any way, shape, or form. Not even for my own viewpoints. Some people don't like my viewpoints because I don't make sense to them. Because I am not of their ilk, their clan, their viewpoints, their whatever the hell they would link me into. I don't give a shit. I'm me. I like who I like, and I piss people off. Doesn't mean I'm one side or the other side. I try to make my own side, which pisses people off. I get into situations where I have other people talking to me about their religion. You notice the lifestyle in a shirt I have right now. It's not clean, it's not pressed. It's like anything else people would do because they want to make a good impression on people. Me, I'm slob. Okay? I'm it. I'm comfortable. I mean, hell, if you want to get more personal than that, I wear safari shorts and tennis shoes. I'd be like a schmuck walking around in Florida trying to deal with the heat and humidity. I'll be dying of that stuff. But I deal with a loose shirt and short pants and dealing with the heat and humidity out here right now in California. That's who I am. And in trying to present a case like that, in trying to present a persona like that to people, kind of upsets them a little bit more and more. Especially when the thought patterns I have disturbs them left and right, because I am not part of them. And yet I do have it similar. And they just don't appreciate it. That's on them, not me. In discussing these kind of things, I'm usually doing audio recordings to get things off my chest. Because I find that when a person's suffering through a hell of a lot of depression due to a lot of things happening in his life, a lot of things happening on his brain that he underwent and currently undergoing, I find it helpful to talk about things like this, and when I'm usually doing audio recordings, I'm a lot more impolite. My language is a little, well, my language is vulgar, rude, and socially unacceptable. Only because I can let myself go. Politics, I have my own certain viewpoint regarding that. That piss people off. To be honest, be on the record, I'm a Democrat, okay? I was raised a Democrat. And upon reading what Democrats were like a long time ago to compare to now, they had gone through a hell of a lot of changes, and people keep bringing up the other portions that we were screwed up on. People are really screwed up in history, I swear. The more and more I keep learning about things when I'm going through life, not to mention reading through books and going to college courses to understand what I've missed, I find myself more and more knowledgeable and more isolated. Trying to talk to people about this kind of stuff is kind of hard enough as it is. It is. Because they don't want to understand the damn thing. They only want to understand their own little portions right there. They don't want to know about yours. Only if you actually agree with them. And if you don't agree with them, fuck you. Yeah, there's your rude, good, and socially acceptable. Right there, I just said it. But that's the attitude I've run into from time to time. So polarized that they can't be civil to each other. They can't be civil about each other. Civility is gone. Insults are king. People try to be civil, at least some people, and the other ones are like, they're going to be argumentative. They want to be combative. They want to puff their chest out. They want to beat their chest. They want to show that they're the bigger caveman. No matter how many times you keep trying to show that they're wrong, that their actions and their words have consequences, the more they go combative. It doesn't matter which particular side or group it is, because I've been running into that from time to time. How does it affect me personally? It confuses the crap out of me. See, I don't know whether or not if I actually wanted to go ape on them or not, and just go pounding on them, and just be like them, or try to be on the bigger ape. Well, hopefully not that big, anyway. Or my ego is better than theirs, and I have to prove it by throwing them so much knowledge and information that it confuses the crap out of them. And believe me, that pisses them off even further. Doesn't matter which side it is, it pisses people off. And I'm not making any excuses of it either. I am what I am. I'm a slob. Goes without saying. I have dealt with a lot of things in my life. I made a lot of mistakes. I lost a lot of family members. All the toils up. And I still have to deal and cope. Part of depression. You probably could trying to figure out the round and round routine at this point over here. This is how my brain works when it's on depression and not much sleep these days. My brain is so screwed up right now, it's not even funny. I know. Doctors, pills, dopes, and God knows what else. Take marijuana or something like that. No thanks. I'll deal with that as it is. I muddled through life. At this point, I'm going to continue to muddle through my life. I'm going to continue to scratch my carcass here on camera because I'm sweaty and I'm itchy and because it's feeling disgusting in this place. This home of mine, with the heat and humidity of the summer, has been almost practically unbearable. And it's been a real nut job just dealing with it. There is no rhyme or reason. There's no logic for me to explain things to people. They're trying to find explanations. They're trying to find correlations. They're trying to find something they can latch on to understand why this person's doing this, why this person's saying that. Why? I gave up trying to figure that one out a long time ago because I figured people have their own ways of trying to figure things out. And they still can't. So, that's all I can say about that particular point. So, with that,